Alright, we're back. Let's...
Need something? Hey.
Alright. Let's see first. Alright, time to convince this guy to drink the poison. Not a very heroic action, but gotta do what you gotta do, guys.
Yes? Absolutely.
Just a potion, yes. Send for Warthog if you doubt it. To my tribe's help, you poisoned me. You just swallowed a mixture of concentrated essence and blood. Okay, hold on. He reaches out with a hand gnarled by age and battle. He clutches the vial close to one faded eye. To my tribe's salvation. He drains the vial in one long gulp. He swallows, and after sputtering for several seconds, he glares at you. His breath sounds ragged and wet. You poisoned me. He begins to raise his hand to the... You just swallowed a mixture of concentrated essence and blood. How did you expect that to feel? Oh. Fooled.
Hey.
Get wrecked. Oh. The Urus gives you a... looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod. How does he know? Well, assassination complete. This will probably have some pretty dire consequences in the end. What do we have to do? We have to explore the burial isle now.
Hey.
Also, is there a... She said something about Gallowayne, the dragon hunter or whatever, but... Ugh. Gotta go to Old Song, right? And then take the boat. Yep. How do you get to burial? It's not customary for Estra Morwen to seek it. They have little understanding of its significance. But for those who pay respect, Dorval will ferry them across. Okay. What's this golden grove? Normally I would have advised Estra Morwen not to want that. Okay. Let's... Apparently I goofed. I actually have to go back to level 1 and do some stuff, but it's fine. Hey! Oh no, the water, the ice melted. Do you have something to say? Oh, hey, I already did make myself useful.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Alright. Get the ferryman. This is also the place of the final quest, but don't worry about that. Oh. Farewell.
I have trod more secret and sacred places in your company than I could have imagined.
Oh.
Do you remember when we were children, and the missionaries came to tell us about the gods? They told us we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort.
To a lot worse if they ever return. Those missionaries are all Inquisitors now. Strange to think they're the same people underneath, but I suppose you would know. Oh, don't worry about you. You should be more worried about yourself. Half the guards still ply your death at night.
I miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you. I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf.
She's like a Joan of Arc
I don't
type
think
character.
I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kratom is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies in a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
You thought about Osinius.
Osionis.
Osionis.
They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Oh, what is this? Whoa. Oh yeah, let's talk to Ken.
Following your
See what's up with, looks like there's a clear sky over Heritage Hill. Hope the district can recover. There's a lot of history there. Even more so now that you saved it. Maybe they'll give you a plaque. Actually, this really might do a little something for your reputation. It can't be known. Can't hurt to be known for any curse. Oh, interesting. He has no extra dialogue after doing his quest. It's kind of weird.
Your mind comes...
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Guess we're...
Certainly.
Hey,
Alright. Oh. Oh, this is the end game area. I would expect it to.
hey.
Quiet.
Oh, hidden door? Oh, you venture through a doorway into an underground tunnel. The staircase coils upwards, leading to a dim passage. Oh. Perception. Something's wrong with this? Uphold rocks yourself. What is strength? Okay. Ooh. Whoa. 5 bricks ahead.
Hey,
Well. Durant's messed up his room. Whoa, that's a lot of monsters. Alright. Is this just a shortcut? Guess it is. Oops. Okay.
hey.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very.
Nothing here, nothing. What is this? Oh.
You're not getting through me.
This just shows you how much harder, like how many magnitudes of difficulty greater that dragon is, because easiest difficulty, stomping everything, you get one shot by a dragon is pretty nuts. Oh. We're basically grave robbing. What is this? Hang whiffin. Okay. Extremely old. Guess I should give it to him. Yo, give him that damage.
Hey.
I'll stay out of sight.
I've just gone around the whole time. Guess I could have.
Laying low.
Oh, shit. What the hell is this? Barrel through. Oh, what is this? Last blade of the White Forge. The famed White Forge of Durgan's Battery produced some of the greatest weapons and pieces of armor known in the Eastern Reach. The White Forge's dwarven smiths carefully guarded the secret techniques to use to craft Durgan's steel, legendary for its strength, flexibility, and ability to hold sharp edge. When Durgan's Battery was overrun by an unknown force, the fires of the White Forge went dark, and the secrets of Durgan's steel died with its smiths. The owner of this sword was an Orland from Twin Elms, who claimed he found a naked blade near the skeleton of a dwarf in the foothills near Star Wars. Many were skeptical of his claims that it was a Durgan steel blade, but it bore the maker's mark of the White Forge. The Orland had artisans from the Fisher Crane tribe create a guard, grip, and pommel to dress the blade, resulting in its unusual appearance. The proud owner's luck did not last long. He went missing somewhere near Elmshore shortly after receiving his finished sword. Many locals believed he had been killed for his prize, but neither he nor his weapon were ever seen again. What's he doing? Oh, wow. Attack speed's really high. Wow. Is it better than... What's this do? There sure are a lot of unique weapons that... Oh. Oh, it just gives you more bash. Gives them an actual shield.
This! Leave it to me! Varath! Hey.
Silence pretty big. Remember that promise I made to not defile their sacred island? Yeah, I'm kind of doing that already. Whoa. Whoa! Scafton, standing proud and still, the Almawa before you, smiling broadly, showing several crooked and missing teeth. Sporting the physique of a man in his prime, his worn and weathered face appeared too old for the rest of him. He's dressed in an assortment of stitched hides and furs assembled from a motley of animals. Dangling from his belt are a series of grizzled scalps, braided lengths of a human, a Deeran, Dwarven, and Orland hair woven around finger bones. Whoa, so he kills people. He sizes you up with a grin, but his gaze quickly locks with Fearabas, and he tilts his head as he examines the Orland head to toe. What do they call you, little one? You smell familiar, but your name is unknown to me.
I am Heravius, child of the Fisher Crane, adept of the Hawk and Ivy, wanderer of Eretha. Too formal?
His voice is loud and triumphant, though as soon as he's done introducing himself, he takes a step back and whispers to you. The man ahead of you clears his throat. A feline rumble comes from his chest. For a moment, his hair is standing perfectly on end. Heravius. Fitting. He holds out his right hand and flexes his fingers. Long black talons sprout from under his filth-encrusted fingernails. He rolls his head back and inhales deeply. sighing with a smile at some perceived sin. Needed to bring friends with you? What interest do you have in my friend here? Scath then turns to you. His pupils dilate as he stares at you, smiling. Estromor, look closer and you will see. I have awoken to his past while he remains ignorant. You allow your eyes to relax until your mind is attuned to the invisible hum of souls. The Almelo projects a dizzying display of red, gold, and orange. Autumn halos surround his massive form. Where his feet touch the ground, you see a network of roots and veins that travel from his feet and sink deep into the earth. Turning to Haravius, you see glowing roots emerge from his feet, appearing as mirror images to the tendrils radiating from Skaftin. These roots of soul energy meet between the two men, and then snake deep into the earth in one twisted root. You sense that these men have distinct souls, but only one shared past. The two men are a splayed fork in an otherwise unbroken line. The two of you share the same past, though you carry distinct souls. A shared past? Skaftin scratches a patch of fur on his cheek. An inelegant analogy. Who I was in my last life was diminished in my cycle of rebirth. Squandered so that this runt could have life. Runt? Haravius' brow furrows, and he clenches his fist so tightly you hear a cacophony of crackling finger joints. And it's not your soul. It's not exactly. His anger falters as he stumbles over this. Were you visited by the Autumn Stelgar? Visited? Tested. Forged. That would be the way to view it. Skaftin looks at Haravius with a sneer. I previously thought it was a mark of distinction, but apparently even a half-height, half-man can manage the task. Takes away some of the glory, does it not? Half-man? That's some really tough talk coming from a man about to choke on his own blood. What do you want with Haravius? Same as he wants from me, no doubt. Completion. He exhales, slowly, eyeing Haravius as his nostrils flare. Gallowayne gifted us both with the stripes of a true predator. It is our purpose to erase the weak, ensuring only the strong proliferate. He matches his fists together with a meaty thud. We must honor our god. He looks at Haravius' eye patch, shakes his head. My god, by doing as the hound demands. Let us determine who bears the right to be Gallowayne's harbinger. Haravius, is this what you want? Haravius growls. His fur bristles and for a moment shines with luminescent tendrils of yellow and orange. I asked to be a hunter. A regular hunter. That gets invited to chase down dinner and eat its neck. Didn't ask for this. Okay. Well, show me what I want, what I need to see. His hand darts down to his tunic and retrieves his rusted iron hound amulet from the recesses of his pocket. I was mad at Gallowayne. I should have been mad at myself. I was gifted with power. Great power. And I simply squandered my energy resenting the cost of that gift. Losing contact with my tribe was the price I had to pay for demanding power. He runs his thumb across the embossed metal icon of Gallowayne, his nails scraping aside a decade of rust and muck. My watcher friend. His voice is low, almost rumbling. I need to settle this matter. And with that, he leaps towards Skaftin. Oh, going in. He's got a lot of Stelgar. That's fine.
I have.
Oh. Here, Haravius pants and wheezes, his one good eye locked on Skaftin's corpse. Blood and sweat drift down his fur, and he rocks back and forth on the balls of his feet, still expecting the body to stand back up. How do you feel?
Excellent. I endured Gallowayne's trial and vanquished my equal. The only thing I regret now are the years I wasted viewing this whole thing as a curse. The ostracism was, no doubt, just another way of Gallowayne forcing me to be stronger.
His corpse. As your eyes relax and your vision adjusts to the hum of the invisible, you see a swirling pile of red, orange, and yellow leaves. The cyclone of foliage flies apart, and the leaves drift off into parts unknown. As Skaftin's essence fades from view, you see a handful of autumn leaves circle about Haravius as his soul glows a bolder shade of orange.
Almost. We thank thee, Gallowayne, for guiding our hunt. For today we grow strong off the flesh of the weaker. I think we're done here. before the vultures get to him. Figured I should take a reminder.
The hell? He rips out his jaw.
Hey.
Oh, that's pretty cold. Trader's Merit. What the hell is- What's owned by an Adran lord named Yigandurl? Trader's Merit earns its title during the War of Defiance. Yigandurl's troops, beaten and shattered by Hadrat's forces, knew they were on the losing side of the war. Yigandurl called for parley and struck an accord. His soldiers would take up arms for Hadrat in return for clemency. Yigandurl then turned his weapon and his remaining forces upon his former allies, flanking them as they focused their attention upon Hadrat. Caught unawares, the Imperial forces suffered terrible losses during the ensuing chaos. Despite his efforts, neither Yigandurl nor his troops lived to see the end of the war. His infamy, however, survives, and he is not fondly remembered by those on either side of the conflict. True scumbag. Exceptional hide armor. That's it. That's his quest.
Need something? Need something? Curious about your compatriot? Who? Oh, I guess I haven't kept a close eye on her. Not sure what to say.
Foreign looters obsessed with wealth and wine. May their bowels be obstructed with pus weeping nodules, every one of them. Not that you're asking a neutral party. When I was an insufferable child, and I usually was, my parents told me dear Woodlands would enslave me in this life, and the next if I didn't behave. But I'm in their lands now, and I will, in the interest of academic fairness, admit I've met several decent, mostly non-rabid dear Woodlands. But my suspicions about them all being drunkards have proven entirely accurate. I wonder what great wonders they'd accomplish if they all sobered up.
I grew up in Glonfoth, specifically in and around Thane Bog. My people, the Fisher Crane tribe, are migrant stewards of the land. I've walked the whole of Glonfoth many times. What would you like to know? My second favorite.
Alright.
Hey.
That's it? Quest over? Oh. Let's see. What's left? Oh. Okay. Where else have we failed to go? That only leaves upwards, right? Collecting souls? What the hell's going on? Oh, I guess this is what you're supposed to jump down.
Another turn, Inquisitor. I ask again, Jovara Exensios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused?
He waits, but Eovar only stares straight ahead, her face stony, the creak of her restraints the only sound.
Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
I confess to opening minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
I confess to following a false prophet.
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Only my truth, then.
Eovar seems to look directly at you.
Another turn.
No! Wait! Wait! I'm ready. I'm ready.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.
Theos shakes his head and points at the Inquisitor, and a scraping grind of rusted gears echoes in your mind as the apparitions fade away. Oh, this must be where,
Hey.
The exiled queen. Let's hope that grim countenance bodes well.
well, she's our enemy, right? I'm not jumping in there yet. Oh, hey, we got another thing back. Sagani traveled from Hangman's Abbey to the Bay of Crowns, investigating the various reports of vampire appearances. In each case, Sagani discovered that the gravesites had elaborate glass, copper, and Adra devices buried around them. The distinctive intricacy of the devices was traced to a Valiant dwarf that had been shunned for his unpleasant practices in Salona and Ansense. When captured, the dwarf claimed his intent was not to create vampires, but to restore life. The vampires were created due to the dwarf's inability to solve a fundamental problem with his machinery. The incredible frequency of the dwarf's activities was not due to co-conspirators, but rather his extensive use of drugs that kept him awake and frantic for days on end. Once confronted, the dwarf put up no fight, and allowed himself to be taken into custody. When Sagani left him, he was awaiting trial in Tirana. What is this? Okay. God, I have so much, Alright, let's head back out.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Did we ever get the key for that random floor in, I don't think we ever got that key though. There's a random locked door in Kainua Ruins.
I'm here.
Okay. What's left? What's left? Oh, back to Kainua. Some weapon types such as the S-Stock. Okay, well the dragon I assume has huge damage reduction. Spells don't work on against it because its will is so freaking
Not
strong.
as beautiful as the Anguithin ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Oh? Sure. What does this do? The paladin Maybach was called to an ancient forest by a vivid dream. In this dream, he watched a tree grow from a seedling to the tallest tree in the forest, only to be felled by a lightning strike. He saw himself placing his hand inside the hollow trunk and withdrawing a morning star of incomparable power. Maybach rode into the forest, following his memory of the dream, only to find the great tree completely intact. Far from civilization and armed only with a sword, Maybach nevertheless began to hack at the tree trunk. It took weeks, but he was eventually able to fell the tree. However, Maybach was confounded. He found no hollow in the trunk, nor a weapon of any kind. Undaunted, he continued to hack at the trunk, all the way around to the tree's thick center ring, which he left intact. When he finished, he took the core of the tree and had it fashioned into the shaft of a morning star. He had his own blade, now as blunt as a wooden sword, melted down and reforged into the morning star's head. So powerful was Maybach's belief in the truth of his vision that the new weapon, though completely unremarkable in its materials, took on its master's zeal and became great in its own right. Well, this is a case of his confidence making something that was ordinary into something great, right? I guess. 1200 is not that much. Maybe I should do might. Because freaking, I should probably take the spellcaster with me, but he does have some free spells.
All right then.
Place the amulet. Oh, the Adra gem begins to glow faintly and steadily, gleaming like the dragon's own golden eyes. Oh wow, level 12 is max. Damn, we've already reached max level. Calls down a drink. That's pretty strong, actually. Level 12 is the max. That's kind of sad.
Hey.
Alright, I'm gonna put the spellcaster in my party and hopefully that'll, I don't know.
This place, as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
Alright, what do I gotta do? I gotta... The Dragon Slayer. Well, who do I dismiss? Ring
I will
Mother's probably
wait in the
not
place
very
of your
good.
strength.
He was in Black Meadow. Okay, up here, right? Yep. Actually, I still have to let the level up Alof. Wondrous Torment. What does this do? Blast of Frost. Spirit Lance. Creates a spike of pure magical force. Deals pro. Hold on. Malignant Cloud. Oh, that's pretty strong. Let's bitter more. Wall of Force. Oh, that's pretty strong. They're both good against people who, spell mastery. Oh, wow, we're gonna keep leveling, because he has not been in my party for a long ass time. Arcane Veil? What does this do? Oh, that's pretty strong. Burn damage and burn reduction. That's pretty You're going elemental. Chain lightning, death ring. What the hell does this do? Freezing pillar. Gaze of Adra Dragon. Busting wounds. Chain lightning. What does this do? Take the hex. No, I'll take the freezing pillar. Sign of Flame's pretty good. That's it.
Hi?
What does he have? What the hell does he have a rapier? Oh, probably should give him some equipment too. Holy shit, why does he have all this on him? Wow, completely unequipped. This is not great. I gotta equip this guy up. Well, his armor's perfectly done. Some light armor. Well, he doesn't really have to care about tech, right? Can I enchant this thing? Intellect? Yep. Proofing. Burn proof probably. Or slash proof. No, burn proof. Oh. Oh, but the stats don't. I forgot the stats don't stack. Oh well.
Indeed.
Let's see more. A woman in gleaming mail stands guard before the shrine, her head bowed in thought or prayer. The clasp of her cloak bears the engraving of a dog's head. The amulet arrives in your pack, seemingly almost to be alive. You feel a pressing compulsion to do as the dragon asks, and place it about the woman's neck.
Well met, friend.
You must be Fallon Road. Oh, it's a long story. Let's say there's a dragon with its mind set on your corpse. She wanted me to find you. Oh, there you go. Oh, time to fight the dragon. Seems she wasn't happy about you telling me the truth. I suspect Fallon Road is right. I also suspect it's just as well we didn't release that creature to the surface. I certainly am, however. It must have been tempting, but dragons make poor allies. Our ways are alien to them, and they don't much care about keeping promises. I fear you've made a powerful enemy, one that you should seek out before it comes for you. For what you've done, I owe you thanks. And more besides, I'll teach you what I've learned in my time fighting her kind, and you can go better prepared into that battle.
Hey.
That's it? You're not going to help me out?
Welcome. Good day, stranger.
Or with the scorched blade. Dragon hunters, or so we fashion ourselves. We work very hard to ensure our prey never reach that stage. We were a ragtag bunch from the beginning. Started with clearing worm infestations, and then we began to hunt down the drakes. Members came and went. We earned some fame for ourselves after we helped bring down a full-grown dragon. We were glorious in our way. A glorious mess sometimes, but it didn't last. Some of our members fell in with the hounds or else in the society of the Talon. Me, I don't much care for looting old temples or rubbing elbows with highborn pricks, convinced they're Galloway's chosen. I'm content to hold up our battle all on my own. What are you doing out here? Having a few words with the father of monsters tends to be a one-sided conversation. I come out here on occasion. I try to keep the shrine clear of branches and the like. Here to pay your respects, ask the hunter's god, the seeker's god blessing on a hunt. After a dangerous quarry. No, I gotta...
Welcome.
Hold on.
Gods keep you.
Took down a dragon myself. Impressive. It's no small feat, taking on one of the old ones. I'm sure the secret god looks favorably upon you. Come on, look,
Hey.
I just saved your life from that dragon. The most you could do is help. The least you could do is help me out. Right, I'm about to go fight it for rails. Had to be getting my ass wrecked. It's not good. I have a feeling Alof might be the most important member of my team, actually. Although it's super resistant to spells, I'm not super sure. We'll find out, I guess.
say, I'm impressed.
Well, Zoro's really got a lot of unique stuff. The rhyme cutter, whatever. 600 CP is like nothing. Alright, let's rest. Or maybe I should have taken Constitution. That way my guys survive longer. It's fine.
How may I help? Hey.
Well, he's fully against Deos now. Let's go. Level 14. Makes sense, there's no direct path straight to the bottom.
All right then.
Alright, let's save so I don't get mine. What happens if you beat the game without killing the dragon? You'll just have an angry dragon out for your blood. Time to save and then go fight. Or get wrecked, depending.
Hey.
Alright. Which one's a spell that? Okay, everyone else attack.
Brave thou Phelon.
Okay. So, Death Ring. Oh, what? Ready? Dude. Seems like it totally just comes down to luck. Alright, that giant AoE is like nuts. Alright, so supposedly, here's what we're gonna do. Whew. So supposedly, you should just send your tank out to aggro. I have to use a whole bunch of, gotta use all my pets, gotta use all my summons. Probably get some potions too. What's taking so long? There we go, okay.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Hey.
Okay. So
Hey.
you go over there. Okay. He's gonna use the wall force.
If thou feel believe.
Okay. Okay. Use your poison now. Oh no. Oh god, it's only 5% chance. Oh yeah, we should. I forgot to use the Dragon Blade. Okay. Oh, it circles on the based on the thing. Okay. Gotta use the skill breaker. Now. Let's see. I have a healing thing? Grounds for faithful. Let's see what else I can do. Is he charmed? What the hell's going on? Alright, you just gotta keep spamming, Oh wow. Well, you went down. Wow, wall force and wall fire are apparently the answer.
Hey.
Plus scale breaker. We did it, guys. And to be fair, this is not easy.
Indeed, I shall deal with this.
Power magic, man. We did it! Yeah! What do I get? Yo, look at these dragon eggs. Adra Dragon scale. Oh.
Hey.
Let's see what we got over here.
Quiet.
Whatever has is smart enough to use traps. This. Nope. The Disappointer. The Disappointer was touted as a powerful, reliable gun, but has consistently failed every one of its unfortunate owners. This is a terrible weapon that disappoints anyone who uses it. The gun appears well made at first glance, but closer scrutiny reveals poor design and shoddy craftsmanship. Those who aren't fooled by its appearance shall occasionally attempt to use it just to see if maybe the whole thing was made to look this way as an elaborate ruse, hoping that it is an artifact of extreme power, crafted by a master who desired to conceal its remarkable nature. It wasn't, and it isn't. Yo, it's just an intentionally bad weapon.
Hey.
That's pretty funny. This toenail. Hard and smooth as a steel tower shield. Do I get to take and make a shield out of it? Well, it's gotta have a treasure trove somewhere, right?
On the hunt.
Anything? Anything? No, nothing? Nothing? Ah, here we go. Get that gold. Gold enough to sate even a drag. Are these books? Are those books? Ooh, Windgar. Windgar Windspear was once a heirloom to a powerful house that served the first Verkonigs and Merquins of Adir. When the Adiran Empire formed, Windgar was carried at the head of the unifying army and was used to strike down the leaders of opposing forces from a great distance. One of the earliest effective crossbows, its accuracy shattered the resolve of many would-be resistors. Ooh. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Power of Princes was recovered by a valiant adventurer pillaging in Whiffen ruins. When he and his party found themselves beset by a clan of Zaurips, he put his newfound weapon to work, bringing them to their knees with the scepter's powerful attacks. As they fought, his friends noticed and exclaimed, "That has the power of princes." They kneeled before you. What is this? Vinciata Rugia. The superbly crafted set of armor is dyed a dark maroon. The dye is uneven and splotchy, making it look like it was colored by an amateur. In a way, it was. Vinciata Rugia, Red Vengeance, was worn by a young Valian woman who witnessed the murder of her family at the hands of mercenaries serving a powerful duchess. When the authorities questioned her, she pretended that trauma had erased any memory of the incident. Yet, while she feigned shock-induced oblivion, she trained in secret. Since she couldn't wear weapon armors without attracting attention, she took up work as a seamstress and learned to sew a sturdy garment that would protect her without garnering too much notice. She also refitted a stiletto with the handle of an awl, allowing her to carry it without raising suspicion. By the time she began hunting her family's killers, she was quick with her stiletto and inconspicuous in her padded armor. She assassinated one by one, each time soaking a piece of her garment in the blood of her latest victim. Wow, that's pretty, Oh, it's a DR-10 light armor. That's really strong. Get it for...
Hey.
Oh, what is this? Little Savior. Little Savior was the nickname given to an Orlan warrior from the Guided Compass tribe, who defended Glenfathens and settlers alike during the Broken Stone War. He argued for peace to any who would listen. Few did, and so he reluctantly threw himself into countless battles, stalling aggressors while the defenseless fled. Oh, what a cool guy. Bury your arm to the shoulder, and you still haven't reached the bottom of the pile.
Of course.
Damn. I feel bad because now who's gonna wear this light armor? I guess Durant's? I guess Sagani could wear it. Yeah.
Hey.
Alright, what was the floor where freaking... There was a floor where... There was just a locked door. It was right before the insects. The spider people. So... Anything I'm missing else here?
And what does the flame reveal?
Can I have something to say?
They'll call you a dragon slayer now. A slayer of Adra Dragons, no less. What a trophy it will make. What a tale, for that matter. Perhaps I'll compose a song about it.
It was a good song. It was a good fight. I relished the challenge.
Hey.
Oh yeah, we still have to do bounties, don't we? I guess we could do some of that before the end, because we are at the end, basically. Alright, back up we go. No one else has anything to say about it? Maybe Sagani? I mean, she's a hunter, right? And what's the ultimate quarry but a dragon? Which one is this? Is this the, Oh. see if, well, we're at max level the stuff, right? Let's see if he can. Oh, why did he do that? Oh. And then we can go to the expedition hall, see if we got any bounties we could do. Oh, that's the nest. Did I goof? There's no need for, whatchamacallit. There's no need to get XP anymore, because we're max level. Level 12 is the max, which is weird. But, hey. That's it. Oh, just a locked door. No, this isn't it. Alright. Gotta keep going back then. What's, how far is it's every 2 floors before that, right? What? Damn. There's a huge chunk missing. There was a door that just wouldn't open though. Let's check out what it is. Yes, it was right this one. What? Freaking.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Is there some secret passage thing we haven't checked? Alright, maybe I'll look this up. What floor is this? This is, what is that? 10. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Gotta go to the 10th floor. There's a locked door. Alright, floor 10. Let's see what's up. Okay. There's an Adra key here. Alright. Didn't see it. Southeastern part. No? Oh, this one probably. Yep. Just didn't explore well. Still, probably shouldn't go in there. Given what's in here.
Hey.
I'm stuck.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Something else in there. Some special wand. Rod of Pale Shades. At the beginning of Waidwin's legacy, a cleric of Barith in New Haomar petitioned his god to end the Hollowborn curse. He knelt on the stone floor of his temple and prayed for 5 days straight, forsaking food, water, and sleep for the sake of his vigil. On the evening of the 5th day, he fell into an exhausted slumber and dreamt that the pallid night told him to restore the cycle by returning the souls of the living to it. When he awoke, he found a large but plain candlestick from the candle altar lying next to his hand. He fashioned the candlestick into a weapon, and he prowled the city, murdering the elderly, the infirm in Bareth's name. As the death toll climbed into the dozens, a mob of the vengeful and bereaved formed to track him down. They caught up with the cleric outside his temple and turned his own weapon on him, bashing his skull apart on the streets. Several onlookers claimed to see an elderly dwarf, cloaked and impossibly emaciated, standing in the shadows and laughing. Okay, well, how did it end up here? This place was sealed like way before. Is there anything else in here?
Now this I haven't seen before.
Just a diamond hiding in there. All right. Now we go check the bounty hall, and after that, nothing left to do but finish the game. Although it's an entire act, I can't imagine it's that long. This act was super short. You just had to travel to. You just travel to Twin Elms.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Sleep. Might. Alright. Where's the... what's it called? Bright Hollow Hedge Maze. Warden's Lodge. I guess that's where it is? Yep. Haven't been in a lot of these buildings since I built it. Ugh, it was kind of lazy then for them not to have dialogue after killing the dragon. Each of your party members should at least say something. Hear about the bounties? I was wondering when you'd be dropping by. Kiff around here have been hit with more than their share of trouble of late. Look to my ears and bounty offers. Figured at least one of these might interest someone with your skill. Now I ought to warn you, there's a reason these bounties are still on offer. These are tough bastards, every one of them. If you're not up to it now, feel free to come back when you're better prepared. In the meantime, here's a good batch to start us off. There's the standing bounty on Sly Curdle's head, of course. Then here's the forest lurker haunting the trade routes. And this ogre shaman should fetch a good price. Up last is War Chief Iklak. This bounty comes all the way from New Haomar. Sly Curdle and some of his accomplices have escaped the prison there and killed 2 Justicars on the way out. The guards are itching after revenge. A man matching his description was seen near Mogren's Fork. He's well armed, and he'll have his friends with him too. Talking about the forest lurker. Let's see. Word is this big forest lurker is taking up residence in the Black Meadow, just off the main road. The merchants have been calling it the Dweller, and they want it gone before it starts chewing up their caravans. What about the ogre? That's one that keeps making the rounds. Nalren the Wise. He's some kind of ogre shaman. They say he's raided a half-dozen farms all over the Deerwood. Word is he's holed somewhere in Elmshore, though no one who went looking has seen since. What about the War Chief? War Chief Iklak. He's a Zalrip, and the name didn't tip you off. He moves around a lot, but he's known to haunt the Valewood from time to time. Folks want him dealt with before he takes up with a dragon. Oh, well, they're minor tasks. Alright. Let's go hunt them down. Times in an hour? Let's do 1 or 2 of these.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithan ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
There's a bunch of ogres. Freaking, where was it? Oh, we never fought him in Elmshire, yeah. Okay. Oh, here we are. Ogres. Oh. Wait, we got drakes coming in?
You're not getting...
Oh, they actually have a cave.
Hey.
Following your lead. As you say.
Hey.
Oh, alright. One of them was in the Valewood. I forgot which one. Maybe up here. Who knows? Oh, the rest has discovered something. Yeah, I said one of them's in the Valewood. Probably. Oh. Drakes are gonna attack my party. Maybe. Where is this bounty? Nope, not down here. The arch? Oh, it would have been really useful if I had gotten it earlier. For now I gotta look for them. Maybe it's just in the cave. I don't know. It's time to look. Which one? Elm Oh, Ogre Shaman. Well, that makes sense. Ogre Shaman's probably in the cave then. Alright. Going into the cave. Wonderful.
Oh. Hello.
Ogre matron. Yo, they freaking domesticate bears? Oh, oops. No.
Leave it to me! I'll chew the gristle off your... Let's have it out! Let's...
What? Alright. Got the bounty. Oh. Bone's been snapped and crushed by massive teeth.
I'll see what I can find.
A simple test. That's settled.
Ooh. Constitution plus 3 Fenwalkers. Ah, Constitution. Does he have a Constitution? No, he doesn't have a build. I guess I give him the Constitution.
Hey.
What do I actually get for this bounty? Oh, there's a new quest too. Serve the celebrant dirge. Since the end of the Saints' War, dear Woodens have gathered at Yvonne Dewar Bridge to commemorate the sacrifice of the dozen who gave their lives to defeat Saint Waidwin. It has become customary for priests of Magran leading the procession to sing a dirge to end the ceremony. This year, when the priest attempted to sing the dirge, his tongue swelled in his throat and he died painfully before the assembled crowd. When another priest attempted to sing the dirge a month later, he suffered the same fate. Some believe the gods are to blame for the priest's death. Some suspect vengeful Reed Sarens. Whoever is to blame, the priests of the Magra and the soldiers of Godhammer Citadel want them brought to justice. Well, having a psychic on the job is probably very useful. Oh, that's one thing? Alright. Oh. I have to freaking go back to town to defend against the Drakes. Wonderful. I'll do the other bounties off screen. They're not like story segments. There's no real reason to. What do I get as a reward for doing these bounties? I'm curious. Okay. How long to keep? Okay. Not very long.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Fight some Drakes. Well, the Drakes are nice enough to be outside my...
How may I help?
You're not...
Well, that was simple. You don't even get to loot them though, which is dumb. Alright, let's turn in that bounty and see if it gets us anything interesting. Oh no, you can't.
Indeed. Hey.
This should be my final party, I think. Palagina's story's not really connected to the main plot. Same with Sagani, right? She's not, her story's not tied to the main plot. Palagina's kind of a diplomatic thing also. Let's see. What do I get?
Well met, friend.
Claim the bounty. Experience, you get some copper. You get a lot of experience, actually. I should have done this earlier. Well, that's it for now. Next episode's probably going to be the last episode. Alright, thanks for watching. See you later.